So this one tend to be the bigger one. Type of stones, small effleurage. The small effleurage are one of the more kind of engine, the one that you use a lot. And you don't do only effleurage with it, but they tend to be more the gliding. Yeah. If there is small, there should be large effleurage as well. And you will have two of these. You see that one of them is quite large, the long one, and long one are quite good of just holding the two hands and kind of ironing through. So this is the large effleurage. The biggest stone is really the sacral stone, and the sacral stone, if you put on the client's hip or lower back, would stay warm for an hour. So it's really big magnet for heat. Yeah. The stones are not oiled, so you would see that they are not fully black. It would be. Neck stones are more rounded, and they fit into more to the neck and the shoulder area, because if the stone is flat, it's hard to fit onto there. Two hand stones. The hand stone are the stone that you just put on client's hands. I mostly use them as just large neck stones. So really I think about the hand stones as part of the 4 neck stones for bigger client. And you see that when you learn the hot stone, you will change your preferences to the stone that you like. Why? First you will choose more smaller stones, and then when you grow confident, you can do it with bigger stones without any problem. Acupressure stones, long and thin, more for an area that you need to do very precise work. This one I never use very hot as the others, because you can't glide them. It's more of a pressure. So sometimes I would just use one either in the pocket, or you put it on the side, and whatever you don't want to involve your thumb, you do that. Chakra stones. There are stones for those who are doing chakras, or maybe just more putting the stones, laying them along the side. They are again, you can't put them really hot. They're only warm, and they would cool very quickly. The smaller the stone is, it's like battery. The smaller the battery is, the quicker it gets off. Yeah. So facial stones. Again, you can use only warm, they're quite small because of the face. You can use chakra stones, but only on the forehead. These areas tend to be quite hard, especially on some people that the face are quite narrow. You know, you don't have place to almost put. The stones are always falling. So sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot do. And these are the toe stone, 8. 4 for each leg, and again you can't use them hot. They are nice because they just, it's almost like someone spread your toes and just keep the stones there. To tell you that you have a lot of heat properties from that, it's nothing. It will heat, it will cool in about sort of like 10 seconds. 10 seconds, it will feel kind of cold again. No, not cold, but warm. You know, but it's still nice to do them. Now, the stones themselves, I will take one of them, are made up of lava. Some of them would be wet because I just washed them yesterday. So maybe I'll show you. Yeah. Okay. I just want to show you. Okay, do you see the gray color? This is the real color of the stones. They, and this is the stone made up of basalt. Now, I have to get it right because there are, when the basalt cool, when the lava cool, when it erupt, then if it's cool very fast, then you will have gases, bubbles trapped in them. And the stones would be kind of full of air inside, small bubbles. And if the stone would cool slower, then you get enough time for the gas to go out, and then you will have the stones kind of fuller with just basalt and not much air. So these stones, you see that they are not, they don't have like, it looks like sometimes like the moon face when you have lots of just punched and you have holes there. So these are stones that are not great to use. The surface of the stones is untreated, which means it's not shiny. It will be a little bit more shiny, or yeah, when you put oil, and then it would stay like that. Yeah, so it would be even more shinier than that. But sometimes some suppliers bring this. What they do is like waxing them. And they're very, very shiny, great for pictures, but what happens, you can't do deeper work because you're just gliding on them. Yeah? So after a while, with heat, this would be shinier than that. Yeah, so that's how it looks compared to this one. Yeah? Okay. Now, if you look, you see this surface is different than this one. Yeah? Yeah? Do you see how flatter this surface rather than, yeah? So these are the range that are asked. This one is more resistance for movement. This one would be more gliding, but still not very gliding. So you can do deep work with each one. The stones are untreated, so you know they are having a natural forms, and some of them you need to find what you like. For example, some would like more of a longer stones. You can do more like digging and deep treatment with it, or kind of like that. But it's really individual. It's individual based on your size of your hands and on how big the stones you want. Usually the ones that are smaller are harder to find. So if you ever purchase a set and you want to change after a few months every stone, then yeah, great. But try not to, I have some spares and they're more bigger. So stone like that would be great if you want to do deeper work. And it's not that bigger person would like bigger stones, because sometimes if you're small, if you have one stone like that, you can quite strongly iron this area. Yeah? But up to individual. I would like you to do is get into pairs, and I would like you to drop into the hot water, but very slow, the large effleurage and the small effleurage only. And then I'll give you sets, and I'll give you set by your kind of size-ish. It doesn't really matter. If you're not feeling comfortable, we change some of the stones, and then we can start. Yeah? Great.